Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Siren's Call. And yes, I do play Genshin. I know you're disappointed in me. Look, I play it and I'm not obsessed with it. Don't worry. Not at all. Not even slightly. Come on, Geo. Just load. Huh? Okay. I am excited. Oh, going back to Sumeru? I don't know how to feel about that. The one thing I don't love about this game is the loading time. Okay, and Sumeru, but that's not the point. I mean, this game has no flaws and there are no problems with it. I don't know what you're talking about. Ha.
Perfect. It's you two. I have a commission here that has your names written all over it. In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
Uh-huh.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
Yeah, I've never heard of that idea before.
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Uh-huh.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came
That is
across
actually a
this
good
commission on
question, and I
Protocol
hate
Blackwater
that.
not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Well, that's us for sure.
Well, that isn't true.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot. If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Oh, don't
Okay,
worry,
so what are
I'll
we
be able
looking
to
for?
do it.
What is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission
It's
is
just a
only
missing
for the
person.
residents
How
of
hard can
Gumroad
this be?
Village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing. But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide
What?
information about his general appearance.
Someone's gone missing, but
Whoa,
who
so
they
this
are,
one villager
I
and we
don't
don't
know.
even know his name?
Um,
If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out.
yeah, good point.
In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
Alright then, let's go! Paimon's starting to get really...
The best way to avoid misdirection and being way too bored. The best way to avoid being really bored for half an hour while you explain the details of something we don't care about. Yes.
We made it to Vamara village! Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more
Paimon.
about the missing guy?
Paimon, you say that as if it was hard to
If
get
this mission is
here.
really as challenging as Cather made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
I bet we'll just walk around a corner and find them randomly during this quest. And the quest is going to go off into a million different corridors and we're gonna get distracted at some point.
Buy something? I do business in this area.
No, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vamara village.
So you hear about that, then? You're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
That's because you're only searching around the village.
What's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay. You're really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
What the heck are you talking about? You're way taller than me. Alright, whatever.
I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of it. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know?
Yeah, but you can't
Know the specifics.
tell us
I
anything
think we did
about
at
them.
one point,
What?
but that information is long gone. At
What?
least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
Alright, specifics aside then, what kind of...
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now
No.
you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays.
So you're saying you're fond of a guy you don't even remember?
Nothing bad happened.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village, there's no way he would have been able to manage that.
And you're certain he exists when you don't remember any details about them other than they were like this. Sure.
Alright, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
This isn't suspiciously weird. No. Why would it be? No. There's nothing weird about an entire village not being able to describe a single dude.
Guests, I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about...
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance.
You wouldn't be able to anyway. I don't think anyone can.
Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open... As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow, he seems like such a nice and gentle, but, you wouldn't happen to know...
Why does this make me think of, like,
address or family situation, right?
some sort of apparition that makes people remember them even though
To admit it, but
they were never there in the first place?
no matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay, there's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out.
Look, it's a logical conclusion, but
Traveler?
it's happening to even the young people. Sorry, dude. It's not just you. Yeah, no kidding.
I think so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name.
No one remembers what he looks like.
Anything about his family or where he lived? It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
Yeah, exactly. He's only somebody who exists in people's memories, but not visually or like his name or anything. Like,
So you're saying
what?
it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never... Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
Paimon, there's an entire nation that only exists in people's memories now. Why is this that surprising?
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
I'm not sure if this helps, but let me give you a giant clue. I'm not sure if it's helpful at all, but let me do the one thing that'll actually give you help and nobody else had so far.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
I'm feeling incredibly bored.
How should I
Where's the twist? Where's the turns?
When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all.
Really?
Everyone has their own problems to deal with.
Really?
Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
You don't want to become a burden. Do you want this person to be found? No? Okay, bye.
Really? You know exactly how I feel? Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me.
But you can't remember how they look, can you? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me.
Patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me.
Yeah, but do you remember what they look like? Tell me.
And so much I wanted. No, none of those things matters now.
Tell me.
I just really want to see him again.
Wow. You two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
Like how he
Genshin
looks.
just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that
That's
meant they had left
ominous.
the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go
Go
off of.
away.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
That's every question, Genshin lady. I kind of expected it.
The last time I talked this much in one... come to think of it.
Oops.
Every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Just like right now. Time always passed
Creepy.
by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Ominous.
Time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
Yeah, no kidding. This might not be straightforward. Wow, really? No.
Those villagers over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
No, they're slapping each other about. What's strange about that? The violent. That's what they tend to do. Be violent.
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
What aren't they behind?
Uh-oh, we've been spotted. Quick, get ready to fight!
I'm always ready to fish.
Covenant of the Deep! Rest, rebuild!
I fucking hate cryo shields. It's not like I'll die, but they're annoying to break because Hydro genuinely sucks against cryo.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
Yeah, but it was here. Why are you thinking about that? What is the Abyss Order ever doing?
Now that I think about it, the healing trolls around Vilmara village have been a lot more active lately.
Oh, that couldn't be linked to the missing person.
Attacking
No!
the site. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara Village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers.
When doesn't it spell trouble for everyone, Paimon? I just...
Wait a second.
Okay.
The person... It's Dainsleif!
That's why everyone's forgetting him.
Oh, a friend of yours?
Hmm.
Well,
No?
I'll leave you all to it.
Hmm.
I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway.
Yep, see you later.
Yeah, go away. So, what if... What if this villager is actually Conrian? It would explain why people are forgetting them so much.
To jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
So you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose? No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place.
Yes, that was
They're
very
certainly
obvious.
planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
That is also
That's what
obvious,
is
but
behind
yes,
the
okay.
ritual activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilichurl activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
The hilichurl activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning.
I was
That
just
is how we
thinking
prevent
that.
further tragedy. And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
Mm-hmm. Moon.
Ah, so that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara Village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands.
No kidding.
However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity. And that is certainly not much to go off of.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Wow, really? That's not much to go off of? I could have never guessed.
Right! That mysterious voice she heard in her brother's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
Yeah.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened.
I mean, that's
I
true,
still hope for
but
the two of you to
yeah.
reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedderfolnir, the Visionary. I'm loath to
Okay.
admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
That's nice, but
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Kanria.
okay.
The wise Roptatir, the visionary Vedderfolnir, Gold Rhindaughter, the foul Sertalogi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir. No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Okay.
Some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertalogi is Skirk's master.
Mm-hmm.
And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedderfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clotar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Somehow everything is connected. Wow, really? It's almost as if that's how reality walks as well.
There were once people of great esteem in Kanria, those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster.
Then why didn't you?
The ones
Well,
to
weakling.
stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world.
What?
Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power.
Oh.
When the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy. And for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
Ah,
Indeed.
this
But
is
they are not
starting to explain a
stopped.
few
The
things.
day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
I feel like you're saying that they already have, but okay.
Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment.
How many times have people actually tried to make a mechanical or fake god in this game? Like, it's old. Stop trying to do it already.
The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Uh-huh.
Then, what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
So people remember somebody because of these issues.
Wait, then our commission here in Vamara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories.
No! Could be connected.
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
I love this game to death, but sometimes they're just like, these obvious connections. Are they connected?
Oh, so tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff. Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
Great.